Hello there. This is the yoga way. To greet our friends we say, Namaste. Let's inhale our arms up and exhale some sun rays.
It feels really good to get a nice stretch in the morning after you've been sitting around doing morning work or reading, even though I really like reading.
When we do yoga, it makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel calm, so I don't feel like I have as much energy that's trying to get out of me anymore.
And it gives me lots of exercising. When you go like, and then you let all the bad stuff out and pick up good stuff. It really calms me down because it feels good.
Yoga for Classrooms empowers students and educators to create positive, peaceful, and productive classrooms that support exceptional learning and a lifetime of health and wellness. Yoga for Classrooms is a comprehensive program that addresses the whole child, physical, social, and emotional, while improving learning readiness. Peace is making new friends. That's pretty peaceful, right? Thumbs up if that sounds peaceful to you. Yeah, if you're making new friends, you're being nice, being friendly, and that's a way to be peaceful.
What it offered was the all-day training for the faculty and staff, which was phenomenal, and then having an instructor come in for 10 half-hour sessions, plus the cards, which are very easy to use, and they're kid-friendly, and it became something that wasn't an extra thing to do. It just fit very easily into our curriculum.
I think the common language is very important, and also the visual supports that you have, because the cards give a good example of the pose, and on the back it describes if you need to review, if you're unsure and you want to just look that over. So I see a lot of those cards displayed on the chalkboards and in the classroom, really handy to grab and go, and that makes all the difference in a school.
And the materials you came away with, the whole curriculum, ready to teach. And that's rare to have a professional development where you feel like the next day you can implement what you learned in the classroom.
It was really great to be part of the whole school in the training, because I think that put us all on the same page.
Well, it's been phenomenal because I did yoga for years in the classroom. But having an actual program and a format has made a massive difference. Coupled with Susan coming in to teach lessons, that's just taken it to a whole new level.
In working with these teachers through Yoga for Classrooms, I've seen such an amazing grabbing on of the information. These teachers, maybe they were a little bit hesitant. Yoga for some of them was really new. And the program is so user-friendly that whether the teachers had a background in yoga or not, they were able to really follow along with the card deck to learn through the simple language of the program how to bring yoga into their classrooms.
Roll your branches up. Sprout your leaves. Up. Okay. And really peaceful. Bring your arms back down.
We use yoga for many, many times throughout the day. We use it for transitions.
So go ahead and take a nice, calm ocean breath. Nice. Relax. And then we're going to very, very quietly come in line.
We use it for calm down. We use it for mid-workshop breaks. We use it outside when we are outside, if we're in a group and we need to get focused for some outdoor learning.
Seeing as we use it a lot as transitions between activities, it really prepares students well for the next activity. It focuses them, or it energizes them, or it gets them to calm down. So the teachers are using a variety of different skills to get the students ready for learning. It's also helped build a stronger community. It's helped resolve some conflicts or tensions, because kids are more mindful and they're more aware of their body, and they're better able to self-regulate.
A child gets to pick a pose that they want to do for the day. We call it Pose of the Day. And they teach it to the class or lead the class in it. And we talk about when you might use
that position during the day. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, has been helping the kids recognize that if you're feeling super excited, what could you choose to do? If you're really, really feeling sleepy, what could you do to change the way your body's feeling and your brain is working?
Do we need to refresh ourselves, energize ourselves, calm ourselves, focus ourselves, give ourselves a little stretch? What are you thinking, Josh? You think it'd be good to do focus before we get ready? So we're going to start in standing mountain.
And being able to say to a child, what do you think you could do from yoga that might help you? And they go, oh, and they look up on our wall and they're like, oh, well, these are calming or these are exciting or whatever. So they can choose those, and really having them have that as a tool for their daily life.
If I want them to move into a more movement type of headspace where they are ready to stretch and have exercise, we use it for that. If I want to move them to a line to go down for a recess or lunch, so it's wonderful to get kids organized.
And I think the nice thing about yoga is that kids can lead a position. Kids that aren't normally leaders or don't normally want to get up in front of other people particularly. Teaching or leading a yoga position is so concrete and so short that they'll do it.
As a speech and language pathologist in the building, I work with all ages from K through 5th grade. And one of the areas that I work on is stuttering therapy for disfluency. And it became really apparent to me that a lot of the focus on breathing is a strategy we use, and very helpful to so many kids in reducing their rate and also reducing tension in the neck area, which is a big component of stuttering.
Well, as a music teacher, warming up our voices, breathing is really crucial in getting the children to really breathe from their diaphragm and not just short, shallow breaths. So I've noticed a huge change in the way children are breathing.
Ready, in. Very good.
And using, the bunny breath and the bee breathing and the power breaths, all those during warm-ups. Once we've done the warm-ups and then we started singing, I've noticed that their voices are expanding and they're singing with a more full, rounded sound.
The work we do with Yoga for Classrooms helps to create an atmosphere of confidence, enthusiasm, and non-competitiveness where everyone can succeed. We really look for just doing your best and feeling positive in your mind as well as healthy in your body.
I use my mind, my body, my breath to focus myself and do my best.
Centering breath.
Helps to ease anxiety and tension.
Sometimes, like when I'm in a bad situation, like I'm getting a fight with my friends, I sort of like to use ocean breaths to calm myself down before, because when I talk without yoga breath, I sort of scream out loud.
And helps to create a calm, more harmonious classroom.
Overall, I think in our classroom, there's a feeling of sort of calm that pervades our days, and I think yoga is a big part of that. I think that having something to do physically and mentally to get ready or to deal with a situation is really powerful for kids.
Yoga in the classroom provides students a healthy way to express and balance their emotions. It allows students to feel more in the present moment, which is a basic requirement for learning.
I like it because it's relaxing and everybody's really calm and quiet.
It makes me feel more thoughtful to what I'm doing.
It helped me with my writing. It helped me be more focused.
Like when you just came back from PE or something, you're hyped up. You could do one that makes you really calm.
There really are very few jobs in the world where you have 22 people in a small room all working and making noise. So I don't think there's very many places where you would be expected to read quietly, to write quietly, and that is essentially what a public school is. What yoga will do, it will allow you to focus into a small bubble so you can stay focused on the work at hand.
As adults, we have tools to manage our stress, whether it's taking a long walk or maybe going for a run. Children deal with so much stress in their lives as well, and Yoga for Classrooms works to help give these kids at an early age tools to manage the stresses in their lives, to be able to maybe take a deep breath before they act or before they get mad at someone or say something that might hurt someone's feelings. So we're trying to give kids a tool to help to self-regulate and at the same time to be able to turn inside and to find that feeling of confidence to manage anxiety and stress, both from things that might be happening in school and then also in their lives outside of school.
If my brothers would say something mean to me, I'd find a quiet place, normally the attic or the basement, and I'd sit down and I'd think of a place and I'd imagine that place.
When I got angry at my mom because I didn't want to do dishes, I don't really like doing dishes, and I went up to my room and locked my door and started to do Kaizen.
I've done ocean breath at home because I was kind of jumping all over the house. So my mom said, why don't you do some yoga? So I did ocean breath.
We have these beautiful spiral rocks that are planted in the earth, and there were about 6 kids all standing on the rocks in mountain poses, doing breathing and sort of doing stretching and talking to each other while doing it.
I do it at recess sometimes. I stretch at my house.
I've also seen a student who was getting agitated start doing some belly breaths and was able to calm himself down.
Sometimes I do it my home king dance.
Pretty much every day before I go to bed, I do yoga to help me calm down.
I had a student, it was recess, and this student was sitting on the bench just by themselves, and I went over to check on him and see if he was okay, and I could tell I kind of like sort of woke him up in a way, and he said, oh, I was just going on an imagination vacation. And I said, oh, you were, and where were you? And so he told me about it, and then I could tell I was distracting him, so he said to me, can I just get back to it? I was like, yeah, sorry, you know what I mean, like just kind of like taken aback by that and really realizing that he had made this choice that he was going to do this, and I never really got to ask him why, but it didn't really matter, you know, he was doing it on his own.
When I do yoga, it feels me like I'm getting the stretch I need and I'm getting waking up. It makes me feel good, like you're trying to bring your heart to the sky.
It feels like a breeze.
Goodbye, friends. The time has come today to end our yoga way. Namaste. You take a breath in
And a deep breath out.